I have been wearing quite a few of my Zara perfumes, so I had the idea of just doing a video about Zara perfumes, perfect for the upcoming fall and winter time. So today it's all about Zara. So first of all, I know a lot of people hate on Zara perfumes, but I have to say some of them I do not like. Some of them have a lasting power of 5 minutes, but some of them are really good. Good alternatives or good on their own. And I always said that I don't care if a perfume costs €2 or 200 or 2000. I don't care, it has to smell good for me. And also, not everyone is going to have the money or wants to spend the money on these very expensive perfumes. So I think some of the alternatives are just beautiful as well. And so today I'm going to share with you the ones that I will be wearing this fall and winter. So first up, I have to talk about the newest one in my collection, which is Hypnotic Vanilla. So as the name suggests, this is a very beautiful alternative to Hypnotic Poison by Dior. A lot of people say they like it better than Hypnotic Poison, and I have to agree. I have said it a few times already, but I always wanted to wear Hypnotic Poison. I always wanted to have it. It was so popular when I was in high school, but I couldn't afford it. And once I could, I smelled it and I just did not like it on myself. It was just too much, too harsh, and just a little bit too almondy in my opinion. And this one, in the notes, it says nothing about almonds, but I do get this almondy vibe. There is vanilla in here, heliotrope, apricot blossom, moss, dulce de leche, hawthorn, and jasmine. So it definitely is very sweet and gourmand and creamy. It has a little bit of something spicy in here, maybe something green from the moss, and then you have this nutty accord that is almost like powdered almonds or something. It has this powdery aspect to it as well, and then a very strong vanilla with intoxicating florals, and you have to like those types of florals with the vanilla in combination to like it. I think this is very intoxicating, very sexy, but because it's not as loud as the Dior one, this one is a little bit more easy to wear, more subdued, and also good enough to wear throughout the day, like daytime. Whereas the Dior one, I think I would have worn it only during date nights or at night. Then we have Ebony Wood. I have a fragranced hairspray, it is called, but this is one that has been around since 2019, so before the pandemic, and I think you can still get it. I hope so. This was a collaboration with Jo Malone, and it is one that I would have never guessed to see from her, because it is very woody and spicy and quite deep, and she's more known for her very fresh and light fruity scents, and this is not it. It has something fruity in here. It reminds me a little bit of one I'm going to show you afterwards. So something fruity, maybe something with plum, like a plum dessert or plummy cider, something boozy as well maybe. Then there is this very prominent fresh wood scent with some spiciness from cloves and pepper. You can definitely smell all of those notes, but you can smell more than that. It's very niche smelling. It has quite a good longevity for a Zara perfume and for a Jo Malone created perfume, and it's definitely unisex. Let's continue with the one that I was just going to tell you about. So this is Scent Desert at Sunset. This is from the men's collection, but it's definitely not masculine at all to me. It's very unisex. And this one has this fruity vibe that the other one has. This has tonka bean, cinnamon, chocolate, oriental notes, floral notes, frankincense, and orange. And it is a good alternative to Angel Chair by Kilian. Not the same, but similar. And what I think a lot of people love from Angel's Share is this fruity, spicy apple vibe that is going on in the fragrance, and this one has it as well. It's just that this has orange instead of apples, and it still has the cinnamon. It has nothing boozy listed, but you can definitely get something boozy. I get it on my skin. It's not very sweet, but it is sweet, but in perfect balance with some of the resins, the frankincense, and some floral notes. So it is quite complex for a Zara scent. Definitely unisex. It's not the strongest one that I have in my collection, but it's a very nice alternative. Also, if you want to see if you are going to wear something like that before you maybe buy the Kilian one. One of the cheapest ones you can get at Zara is Fields at Nightfall. And this is also a dupe for a very popular fragrance, which is from Zadig and Voltaire. And I think it's just called For Her. This is her. This is her, I think. And this one has also been out for quite a while, 2018. You have to remember, a lot of times Zara releases something and in this very year, it's discontinued already. It's crazy. So to have a perfume that has been out since 2018 is, wow, an accomplishment for Zara. So this one is a jasmine, sandalwood, and hedione fragrance. So basically it's sandalwood and jasmine. And it is quite challenging for me because I don't like jasmine as a note a lot of times, and also sandalwood can be a little bit challenging depending on the sandalwood, but for some reason this is so intriguing to me. It's super creamy and sweet, almost reminding me of like a sweetened synthetic whipped cream, and that's it. It's super creamy, super whipped and airy, nothing heavy, slightly sweet, and then there is this floral aspect to it, which makes it more interesting. I did not get the Zadig and Voltaire one just because it is quite challenging to my nose, but I think this one was maybe 6 or 7 euros or something, and sometimes I like to smell it, so I just got it. One of the best sellers is Rose Gourmand. I only have a small bottle of this one just because I have the originals and all of them are strong. And I'm never going to get through one of those bottles. So this one is sweet and floral and gourmand, and it's creamy with notes of rose, caramel, carnation, jasmine, peony, vanilla, and amber. For me, it's not really about the other flowers other than the rose. It's a very rose-centered perfume that is super sweet, and it has something spicy. It's like a spicy rose syrup, super thick and strong. It has a very good longevity for a Zara perfume. This is almost beast mode. It's so strong, and it has this very beautiful deep amber and a very nice vanilla. It reminds me a lot of Intense Cafe by Montal. Also has some similarities to Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK. It's just a very unique smell when it comes to cheaper perfumes, if you know what I mean. And I like the DNA. This perfume has been out for even longer than the other ones I talked about. This one is Rich Warm Addictive, and it has been out since 2016, which is a lifetime when it comes to Zara perfumes. And I think in the perfume community, this is the most popular, or one of the most popular perfumes they have at Zara. So this is from the men's department, but it's actually not masculine at all in my opinion, because it is very sweet and gourmand and creamy. It only has Bourbon vanilla, rum, and peonies listed, but to me it has something chocolatey, something cherry like, so like a cherry chocolate with some booze, with some vanilla, and it has a very slight floral aspect to it, but I can almost not detected. But maybe it is the peony which makes it more fresh, because when I see all of the notes and when I smell a cherry in the chocolate, in my mind it has to be something very thick and heavy and deep, but this one is not. It's very cozy and comforting and has this freshness to it as well. So maybe that's the florals in here. It's super nice. A perfume that definitely has cherry in it is Cherry Smoothie. And this one is a great alternative to Lost Cherry by Tom Ford. I have tried Lost Cherry. It doesn't have a good lasting power on my skin whatsoever. And it just wasn't what I wanted, and also it was so expensive. So when I smelled this one for the first time, I was shocked, because they are so similar and this one is so much more cheap. Also, the longevity is the same or maybe even better on my skin. So this is a fruity, sweet, gourmand, creamy scent with cherries, with plum, with almonds, Peru balsam, heliotrope, vanilla, and tonka bean. This is ultra sweet, ultra fruity, but like synthetic fruits. It is quite powdery to me. So there's almond in here. And to me, almonds a lot of time smell powdery, like powdered almonds, maybe like some powdered sugar coated around an almond. That's what it smells like to me a lot of times, and in here as well. And then the tonka bean, the vanilla make it super sweet. The cherry is, as I said, not a very fresh, sour, natural cherry. It's more synthetic, but I do like to layer it with a lot of other perfumes because it gives it this certain vibe that I like. But on its own, to me, sometimes it's a little bit too powdery. The next one is also from the Vanilla collection that is very new to Zara, which is called Starlight Vanilla. I definitely have to get the vanilla vibration. A lot of you recommended that one to me, and it was the only one that I did not get. But this one is a very good alternative to Myrrh and Tonka by Jo Malone, which is one of my favorites from her or from them. And this one isn't as smooth. This one is quite sharp, especially on my skin. It has to develop a little bit until it gets more creamy and smooth, but it's a completely different price point. To me, it's good enough, and this one is just not as strong and out there as Myrrh and Tonka, which is why it is more wearable to me, and I can wear it throughout the fall time. Myrrh and Tonka is one I specifically wear throughout the winter time when it's really, really cold. And this one is cozy enough to wear it throughout the fall time. But it's definitely from this list one that I would wear in the winter time because it is strong enough. On my skin, the performance is very good, especially for a Zara scent. This one to me lasts all day. And then I have two more. One you can get in the sale right now. So if you like the DNA, get it now. And one has been sadly discontinued already, which is a pity, but maybe you can get it used, or I have no idea where I was because my camera died on me. But I think I was going to tell you that I have two more perfumes that are both being discontinued. One of them you can right now at this very moment get in the sale heavily reduced. The other one I think you can only get used or on the gray market. But let's start with the one that you can still get in the sale, which is called Tuesday Totally Terrific by Zara. So this is not, in my opinion, a dupe for something in particular. This is a very unique, kind of niche quality smelling fragrance. So this is a spicy, powdery, sweet, fresh scent with notes of bergamot, lemon, cardamom, iris, and vanilla cream. And you get every single one of those notes. I think the bergamot and lemon are very loud in the beginning with a strong woody aspect to it, and there is no woods listed here, only the cardamom. You could definitely get the cardamom, it's very strong in here, but I do get something like a cedar or some woody notes that are more deep. And so it leans slightly masculine, but then comes the quite powdery iris with this very lightly sweetened vanilla whipped cream that is very fluffy, and this is what it smells like. So it's definitely unisex, maybe even leaning a little bit masculine, but if you like fresh woody scents that have this slight bit of femininity in them because of the vanilla, of the creamy aspect of the iris, try this one out. Doesn't have a good longevity at all. It's one of the weakest actually in this video, but I overspray and then I'm good to go on a more shorter fall day. And the last one I'm going to show you just quickly because I have shared this one with you before. I'm so sad that they discontinued it, and it was only released this year. It has been released this year and it's discontinued already. It's such a shame. So this is Majestic Green. This is my all-time favorite Zara perfume. I cannot get enough of it. I crave it all of the time. It's so, so, so beautiful. It smells like a niche perfume. I always tell you it smells like a Celine, very elegant perfume. This is from the men's section as well. Has been discontinued, as I said, but you can definitely get it on the gray market, get it used, whatever. It's a very big bottle. And this one has notes of vanilla, sandalwood, cardamom, pepper, and cedarwood. It's ultra creamy. It's quite woody and spicy. It definitely is sweet, and then it has a very green aspect to it. So what I get most is vanilla, sandalwood, and the sandalwood is almost like an iris to me. There is cardamom in here and pepper that you can definitely tell it's spicy, but it's like a spicy vanilla cream. And then you have the cedarwood. So it is definitely unisex. It's not masculine leaning at all. It's a very sweet, creamy vanilla sandalwood combination and so luxurious smelling. The performance for Zara is again very, very good. And this is one that I wear to bed. I wear it to the office. I wear it in the fall time and especially in winter time. So these were all of the Zara perfumes that I think are perfect to wear during fall and winter time that are in my collection. I have Golden Decade as well, which is an alternative to Libre by Yves Saint Laurent, but I honestly do not really wear it. It's too much for me, so I didn't want to share that one with you. Of course, there is the Baccarat Rouge alternative called Red Temptation, I think. And that one is a very good alternative as well. But again, I do not wear it. So that's why I didn't put them into the video, but I have them in my collection and I appreciate them. So I hope you appreciated this video. Let me know if you have other perfumes from Zara that you would recommend for fall and winter time. And let's hope that they keep those perfumes in their line. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.